Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Clarity Tarot and Astrology. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys are all doing very well and are excited for tonight's live stream. Tonight, we're going to be doing a live Soulmate Tarot reading. I'm going to be looking at the energy of your person, seeing how they're thinking and feeling and what's going on with them, and how they're thinking and feeling about you and your connection. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and give this stream a thumbs up and keep on watching. After I am done with this general reading, I will open up for live readings and I will be doing free specific person readings. So if this reading that I do doesn't resonate with you and you would like to get a couple of cards pulled specifically for your situation, I do have a link in my description box. You can click that link and you can sign up for one of my free spots. There are limited spots available. So make sure you go in the description box, click that link, grab a spot, and then after the general reading, I will open up for live readings, okay? If you aren't able to get a spot, then you can also donate for a reading, and I do have a full price list in the description box as well, where you can donate for a reading that you would like. If you are somebody who is more private and you would like a private reading, I do also offer those as well. And you can sign up on my website. So all the links and all of the information about this stream are in the description box. So please check that out before posting. Okay. All right. I think that's all of my announcements. Let's go ahead and let's do our reading. All right, so most important messages in love, please. What does everyone need to know? What does everyone need to hear? How is this person currently thinking about you and the connection? What is going on with them? All right, let's cut the deck here. All right, so in this person's current overall energy, separate from you, just how they're doing in their own personal life, we have the 10 of Wands. Wow. So this person has been carrying a very heavy load. It feels like mentally, emotionally, spiritually, this person is pretty drained and pretty tapped out, and they are ready to let it all go, or they are ready to give up on something. They're ready to move on from something. Something has become way too heavy in this person's life. Let's clarify what that is. I have the second house, so it has to do with finances. Wow. Ooh, yeah, that's a biggie. And bottom of the deck, I have the fourth house. So it's a combination of not feeling like they have enough and also facing, real legitimate pressure on their sense of security. I have the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the tarot deck, and it feels like this person, the reason why they don't have everything that they need or why things are not working out for this person right now is because in some way they're out of alignment. It's time for them to leave something behind. It's time for them to let something go and to move on. For some of them, it's a place of living. The place that they're living right now, meaning the living situation, may not be helpful. So this person perhaps is living with family, or maybe they're living with roommates, and it's just time for them to move on from that situation, or vice versa. Maybe this person is living alone and it's becoming too difficult and they need to move in with family. They need to move in with roommates. So that can kind of go either way depending on what their current situation is. But it really feels like this person needs to get themselves in a more stable and secure situation, because in order for them to be in a position to be in a relationship with you and to give you certainty and to give you um to be able to provide for you, to be able to give you structure, they need to be able to give that to themselves first. And so it feels like this person's foundation right now is not working, and it's almost the universe's way of trying to get this person to where it is that they need to go. For some of you, this person needs to they need to make space for you. They need to make space for your connection. Like, there might not be enough room for you in this person's life right now. Like, the way their life is set up, there's no room for you. Like, yeah, so something about their foundation. Now, what's stopping them from doing that is finances. So, them getting into the situation that they need to get into is being blocked by finances. And it just feels really, really heavy to this person right now. So, I feel like this person really wants to be with you, but their real life, their safety, their security, their foundation is not right at this time. The way this person is currently thinking right now, their mindset right now, I have the Two of Swords. This person is a bit they're a bit mentally unstable, I would say, or they're not very certain. And if you're getting a lot of uncertainty from them, if you're getting a lot of wishy-washiness from them, it's because they literally themselves are just not stable. Like, they don't even know what they're doing. They don't know what's happening. They go back and forth. So, and I also feel like this person is stuck in the middle. Like, they know what they want, but they're not quite ready to step into that yet. But they also know that they want to move forward in their life and they don't want to live in the past. They want to move forward, but they can't quite disconnect from that yet. So this person is in this very weird limbo phase at this time. The way they're feeling right now in their emotional space, I have the 10 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles. This person just wants everything in their life to be stable. They just want everything to be good. All this person wants is peace. Like, truly, all this person wants right now is peace in their life. Oh my God. I just feel such a frustrating energy with this person. Like, they personally feel very frustrated. They feel very and I also feel like this person feels like they should be further along in their life. They have made mistakes in their life. They have had some setbacks in their life, and that also is very frustrating as well. They do feel like if they were farther along or if they were more secure, then your relationship would be able to progress faster. So they do carry, or they are carrying, a little bit of anger towards themselves. They're carrying a bit of mm, it just sucks. It's like a very sucky, hard feeling that this person feels. It's so hard to describe too. But Anyways, this person just wants peace. They just want to have their life together, They want to have a stable house, they want to have the relationship, they want to have all the money in order, they want to have the kids, they want to have the stability. Like that's what this person dreams of. It's what they yearn for. So, the way they feel about their life right now, I have the Death card. Wow. They feel like things are falling apart. Um, but they know it's necessary. They kind of want things to fall apart. And a lot of this person's frustration is they feel like things are going so slowly. The Death card energy is very slow. They can see things are changing. They see things are unraveling. They know that life has to change and they just wish everything could just happen already. So that's where some of this person's like impatience and frustration is coming from as well, but they also know that it's a process. Death is a process and you have to make sure that you close everything out and you properly grieve everything, you properly heal everything, and you close all of your chapters and you dot all your t or you dot all your i's and cross all your t's. They're also very well aware of that too. But I would say that this person is definitely looking forward to the future and they're ready to leave the past behind. So the challenge with this person, the frustration, the dilemma that they face, we have the Six of Wands. Yeah, this person just doesn't feel happy, And life is not always happy. Life has its seasons that are more frustrating, that are more challenging. And this person is having to cope with that. They're having to cope with the fact that life is just not what they want it to be, that there are a lot of negative emotions that they are dealing with. And but they're looking forward to the day where things are more positive. They're very optimistic for the future nonetheless, but they're in the storm right now, okay? They're in the storm. Their feet are getting wet, they're cold, and it's not a comfortable feeling. So that's kind of where they are right now, separate from you. Now, let's see what their energy is towards you and your connection. All right, their energy towards you is the Four of Pentacles. So they feel very restricted from you, or they feel limited. Yeah, they feel like they can't have you as much as they want you. There's a strong desire for you, but you're also very unavailable as well. And I mean that in several different ways. For some of you, you may literally be unavailable to this person in the sense that maybe they live far away, you guys live in different countries, different cities, etc. Maybe this person travels for work or you travel for work and you're just unavailable, literally unavailable. But for some of you, you just don't have the time. Your lives don't organically make sense together. Like your lives don't have any natural overlap to each other. They're busy, you're busy, they're strapped financially, they're focused on their life and getting themselves together, vice versa. You could be doing the same. So it just feels like, from their perspective, that you're not available or you're far away. Now, for some of you, this is emotionally, this person feels like you're emotionally closed off or you're emotionally unavailable to them. So this is also another factor as well. The way this person thinks about you We have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so they see this as a long-term situation. They recognize that your current circumstances are not permanent, they're not forever. It's not like things have to be this way forever, and they feel very strongly and very optimistic that the future is going to open up and there will be a better time for them and for you to be together, right? The circumstances of their life and the circumstances of your life will be more favorable at a period of time. And at that time, then they will be able to engage with you in the way that they're wanting to. So they have a long-term mindset here, and I'm also getting that someone who someone who thinks very long term, okay? So they think in terms of years. They're not a short-term thinker. They don't need instant gratification. They don't need things to work out immediately. They know that when you put the time and effort into something, it grows. So that's the way that this person thinks. And so that's how they're thinking about you is, okay, yes, maybe this doesn't work doesn't work or isn't working right now or can't come together now, but it can come together in the future. So the way that they feel about you is the Six of Cups. Aw, this person definitely misses you. They miss you a lot. And it feels like there maybe was a time in your connection where you were closer or there was just less barriers, let's say. It feels like there's something very nostalgic about you, like, this person feels maybe oddly very comfortable with you. There's something familiar about you. More than likely, you remind this person of their mother, and not in like a negative way, but this is what causes attraction. You know, we as humans are very attracted to what we grew up with. It feels safe to us. It feels comfortable to us, even if those are negative traits. Um, it still feels comfortable. And so there's something about you, about your energy, about your personality, your aura, and maybe even the way you look that reminds them of their mother. And I feel like this person is like missing that. They're missing that feeling. This also would indicate to me that this person likely deals with some type of familial trauma in some way. Um, there's likely something that they did not get from their mother or from their childhood that they are missing. And you maybe make them, and this could be very subconscious, but like you make them feel like you could give them what they were missing. Like if they didn't get the love and attention and recognition, and then you give that to them, they're like, wow, that feels really good. Um, so there's that type of connection is there in some way, shape, or form. This person's attraction to you, it fills a void for them. It does fill a hole for them. And that's what they're really missing right now. And that's what this person needs. That's what this person wants. That's why this person wants connection. That's why they want relationship, because there are needs that they have that they can't fill. Um and so I feel like there's some deep need this person has that you just so happen to fill. Your energy just so happens to work very well with this person in that regard. And they're definitely missing that. And that's why I feel like this person feels they feel limited from you, um, because they're not getting that feeling. They're not getting it from anywhere. They're not getting that feeling from anywhere right now. Hey, Rhoda. So, how they feel about your connection right now? I have the Lovers card. Wow. Okay. So, oh, yeah. You they maybe don't really understand consciously like what a soulmate is. They may not really get that. Um, but if they did believe in that concept or they did understand that concept, that's how they would feel about your connection. They just feel like there's something really special here, something that they don't experience all the time, something that they don't have with everyone. And um even when you guys aren't talking, or even when you guys are both busy, or even when life takes you a different direction, this person still thinks about you. They still it's, like, unexplainable to them. I think it kind of even baffles them. They're like, "Why do I think about them so much? Like, what's my fascination with them?" And, the whole point of soulmates is to get you to go within and to understand that the real source of love comes from within and above. And the people in our life mirror that love back to us. And that's why you and this person are in each other's lives. Not necessarily because you're meant to, you know, be together and, you know, make each other feel a certain way. It's more about being a mirror to each other and allowing each other to go deeper within yourselves. And I feel like you do that to this person. You make them more reflective, you make them more intuitive, you make them open to their higher self, their higher consciousness. And again, not everyone does that for this person, okay? Not everyone makes this person feel that way, and that's why, regardless of the situation, this person continues to have feelings for you, because you are very special and you help them to experience things that they just don't experience on their own. So the challenge to your connection is the sun. Yeah, like, this person is just not happy. Okay? This person is just not happy. And in a way, you may not be happy either. You may not be happy with your life either. And a lot of people will try to get in relationships to make themselves happier. And this is just not how it works. This just does not work. Someone else cannot be your source of happiness, okay? And it feels like if you and this person are not together right now, or things are not working out, or you're not on the same page, it's because one or both of you needs to address your core unhappiness. The other person cannot be the crutch. They cannot be the reason why. Um they cannot carry the whole relationship essentially. And from what I'm gathering from them, I feel like they are not very happy right now. And they need to work on that. They need to address why they are not happy. Where does that stem from? Where does that come from? I have the 5 of swords at the bottom of the deck, which shows me that you guys are just not on the same page. Um, yeah, you guys are just not on the same page in that regard. And that's very important. You can't have one happy and then one unhappy person. That just won't work. Let's kind of try to clarify further a little bit more about this person's unhappiness. Ninth house. Wow. And the 12th house. Wow. So it's deep, it's spiritual. They are spiritually out of alignment. They are struggling on a deep, deep, deep level. Psychologically, spiritually, mentally. There are things that this person needs to surrender. There are addictions that this person has that they need to surrender. They need to let some things go. There's pain they're holding on to, there's resentment they're holding on to. I'm getting embarrassment. That could be very specific for someone. There's embarrassment they're holding on to, shame that they're holding on to, guilt, resentment, anger. And these emotions or these addictions or these things are like chains on this person's feet. They can't move forward in their life because they won't let these things go. And they're kind of addicted to it. Sometimes people are addicted to their suffering. They're addicted to feeling bad. They're addicted to um, their victim story. This person may have a very strong victim story. Oh, this happened to me, and this is my situation, and oh my God, and they don't want to move beyond that. And that causes a lot of suffering in their life. This person is likely suffering. But it's self-imposed. It's self-imposed suffering. They could be poisoning themselves, right? Poisoning themselves with negative emotions. They could be literally poisoning themselves with alcohol and drugs. And what's out of alignment here is this person's beliefs. They maybe are lacking the proper beliefs. They're lacking the proper perspective. They're not in alignment with their soul. They're not in alignment with a higher power. They don't have any type of spiritual structure or guidance. And it causes a lot of suffering. And so this is where you and this person may differ the most, is that you may have that. You may have, you know, a very strong connection to God, to the universe, to spirit. You may be very tapped in, very tuned in, very aware, mind, body, and spirit in alignment. And when you are in alignment, you cannot resonate on the same wavelength as people who are not in alignment. You're not on the same frequency. And I feel that very strongly that you and this person are just simply not on the same frequency. And it makes it nearly impossible for you guys to be together. So let's get some messages from them. Let's see what they want to say to you. I'm also getting two from them. Like they think that like money is their problem. They think like, oh, if I just have enough money, then that'll solve all my problems. This person is trying to solve a spiritual problem with material means. And that just does not work. You can't buy your way out of your struggling or out of your suffering. You can only get out of that from actually going through it. So that was one thing that just came through from them. So they're going about this the wrong way. Okay, we have, I couldn't let you get close to me. Or they're saying right now, I can't have you close to me, or I can't get close to you. This person feels distant from you. They feel like they can't connect to you. For some of you, this person they feel ashamed. They feel weak. They feel off. And they don't want you to see them like this, or they don't want you to think this is who they are. They don't want you to have the perception that this is who they are. So for some of you, they keep you at an arm's length. Maybe they, will talk to you, but only so much. They'll only open up so much, or they'll only let you in, so much. And you don't get to really get to the core of this person. You don't get to the heart of this person, to the soul of them. And that's because, for one, this person doesn't have that sorted out. You can't connect with someone if you're not in connection with yourself. So, this person is limited in that sense. There's only so deep this really has the capability of getting anyways. I also have, I look for you everywhere. So this person just wants your energy around. I feel like you bring a lot of positive energy. Like I said, you fill a hole. You're very like familiar to this person. You give this person a feeling of safety and comfort in some way. And I feel like this person is like, they're looking for that. They're seeking for that. They're really coming to you not from a place of wholeness and a place of, I have a lot, I'm in a state of abundance. Here you go. They're really coming more from a place of lack. I also have, you don't know how hard it was to let you go. So I do feel for some of you that you and this person might be in a period of separation, or maybe this person has stepped back their communication significantly. They've stepped back the connection significantly. And again, it's not because they want to, it's because in some cases they have to. They have to focus on themselves. They have to get themselves together. They need to improve their situation. And for most men, they are very one-track mind. They can only focus on one thing at a time, and they need all of their energy to be directed in one space. So they may not be able to do the work that they need to do and to do the healing as well as maintaining a connection with you. So for some of you, your connection with this person has needed to take a back seat, and they're not happy about that, but it is very necessary. And bottom of the deck, I have, it's time for me to heal now. They're very well aware that they need to work on themselves. They're not lost in regards to that, because, really they don't feel good, separate from you. They don't really feel extremely well about themselves. So let's get some messages from Spirit here. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know, how Spirit wants you to think about this connection, how Spirit wants you to view them. We have obsession. Okay, obsession. So Like I said, this person is more in a state of lack and need as opposed to abundance. And I feel like this person has very, 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 very deep needs that come from way beyond the surface. This is needs that come from their childhoods, very deep spiritual needs, very deep psychological needs. And they feel like you can give that to them. And vice versa. That could be the same on your end. You maybe perceive that this person can give you something as well. Maybe you've gotten a little taste of that. Maybe they've gotten a little taste of that from you. And it's like, whoa, I want that. And it's almost like you can't live without it. You can't stop thinking about it. And it really has nothing to do with you necessarily. It has more to do with what you make this person feel and what you give them. So you have to be able to differentiate between this feeling of real love and a feeling of obsession. Love is very understanding. It's very patient. It's easygoing. It's kind. It's easy. Obsession is painful. It's painful, it's difficult, it is consuming. When you don't have it, you feel bad. You feel like you need it to feel better. And so you have to really differentiate between, is this love or is this obsession? And if it's obsession, then you have to understand, what is it that I'm really wanting here? What is it that I don't have? What is it that I'm lacking? So there definitely is a touch of this here. Let's see what else. I have fate. Okay, I have fate. So yes, this is a soulmate. This is a destined partner. This is someone who you were meant to encounter. But it feels like the stage at which you're at right now is not a stage where you and this person can really be together and be in a state of bonding, but more in a stage where you're holding up a mirror to one another and you're showing each other what you each need to work on. And that's really truly what a soulmate is. That's the true goal, is to show you yourself so you can see yourself and you can see where you're really at and who you really are. There's no stronger mirror than a love interest. That's how the universe gets our attention because it works every time. So at this time, you have to turn it around and turn it back to yourself and not think so much of like, oh, them and what they're doing and what they're not doing. And think more about, what is it that this situation is showing me about me? Is this person bringing out my insecurities? Are they bringing out my vulnerabilities? Are they making me feel a type of way, and why? So you needed to meet this person to see certain things about yourself. And when you can understand that and you can really work on that, that's the magic. And that's when this actually has the chance and the potential to turn into something significant and real and long term when you are doing the work. Okay, I have two more that wanted to come out. I have vulnerability and I have time apart. So, yes, I do think that time apart is very necessary here in order to work on your ability to be vulnerable, because I do feel like there are parts of yourselves that you don't want the other person to see. And you both need time to work on those things, either to become more comfortable with them and to accept them, or to work on them and to release them. So that way it's something that you don't have to, like disclose to each other. So, and this is work that's only going to be able to be done apart. Like, there's nothing that you're going to be able to do or they're going to be able to do for you to fix your vulnerabilities or your insecurities. So, this is actually the most therapeutic thing. And the only way out of these situations is to go through them. So just dive into whatever it is, dive into whatever it is that you know you have to work on your end. You can't control them. You can't control what they do, what they don't do, what they understand, what they don't understand. Like, that is completely out of your control. But you can work on yourself and being in the right energy on your end. So let's see what action you can expect next from this person and the outcome of this current cycle. The next action we have is the Eight of Wands. So there's going to be lots of thinking that you're both doing about each other, a lot that you're figuring out. I feel like getting your mind wrapped around the truth and the reality is the biggest part, and adjusting your perspective to be more objective about the situation and a little bit less subjective about this, and like not allowing your feelings to cloud your judgment of the situation and the person, and vice versa. They're doing the same. They are getting their head on straight. That's really what it is, getting their head on straight. And bottom of the deck, I have the Queen of Cups, taking care of yourselves. This is only something you can do individually, right? Like, you cannot heal this person with your care. You cannot fix them with your love, and vice versa. This person cannot fix you with their love. There are certain things that are too deep for other people to reach, and it feels like right now there are things that you both need to go within and take care of yourselves. Okay, take care of yourselves. That, by doing that, it actually brings you closer together, makes it more probable that you will come together. So I see you both doing that work individually. Okay, the outcome I have is the Tower. Woo. All right, so there's going to be lots of change as you guys do this work. As you guys do this work, as you guys heal, as you guys go within, massive change occurs. Massive change occurs. And things have to fall apart in order for them to come back together. So you have to allow this person to go through their breakthrough. You or their breakdown. You may need to have a breakdown as well. Let those things happen because you guys cannot be together if you're not authentically yourselves. With a soulmate, you have to be on your path, right? That's the point of a soul mate. You need to be on your soul path. And so there are certain things about both of your paths that are not authentic, are not real, or things that you guys did that don't work anymore. And you have to let those things go in order to align with your proper path. So I see big towers falling for both of you. Major, major, major endings here. But after the tower falls and you guys start picking up the pieces and putting your lives back together, you'll put them together in a way that creates room and space for each other. Because right now, your current lives do not have any room for each other. And that's why it's not working. That's why it's not coming together because it's the lives are just not set up properly. So it's nobody's fault. It's, nobody's like, to blame here. They are just on their path, and so are you. And, give them grace, give them the benefit of the doubt. Like, they're doing the best they can. And so are you. You're doing the best you can as well. So just know that when you are meant to be together, you will be together. You can never miss what is for you. You can never miss what is for you. And if you and this person were supposed to be together right now, you would be together, but you're not because it's just not the right time. It's just not the right time. And you kind of have to understand that. You just have to understand that this is just not the time. That time will come. And at that time, you'll both be ready. You will be able to actually be of value to each other. You'll be able to actually receive each other's love. You'll be an open book, you'll be able to actually bring that person into your heart, your soul, your mind, your body, your spirit, and really give them all of you. And vice versa, they'll be able to do the same for you. But right now, they just cannot do this. It's just not possible. Okay. So I'll end off with some advice and guidance, and then we'll move forward to live readings. So the advice for them is embrace the flow of life. Yes, like I said, I feel like this person is very frustrated. They're very frustrated. They're like, why are things taking so long? Why is this so hard? I've worked hard enough in my life. I've been through enough. Why do I have to go through more? This person's putting themselves through a lot of suffering right now by not just being in the present moment and accepting reality. And this person needs to learn how to embrace the flow of life more and to understand the seasons of life and that there's a purpose behind every season of life. And when you understand that reason and you lean into that reason, then life gets a lot easier and life actually gets a lot faster when you're not living in the past or not living in the future. When you're just in the present moment, time flies. So they need to embrace the natural flow of life. The message for you. We have see the bigger picture. Yes, you might be thinking too narrow-minded, or you might be thinking too short term and not seeing the bigger picture here of what you and this person can have in the long run. Maybe right now, in the next couple of months, in the next 6 months, in the next year or 2 years, you and this person may not be able to have something significant. But think about in the next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, what you and this person can have if you're committed to the path, if you're committed to the journey of being together. There's a quote, I don't know who says it, but a lot of people overestimate what can happen in 1 year, but they underestimate what can happen in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. When you're really working at something for a long time, you can build something very significant. But most people are too short sighted and too impatient to do that, and then don't get anything and think, well, nothing good happens to me. But the reality is that good things are built over time. The devil likes quick, but God likes lasting long. So you have to think bigger. Thank you so much, Tina, for your donation. I appreciate you. Kaiser, we are about to open up for readings now. So final message here, the final message for the connection. Is practice gratitude. So this is the message for both of you, to practice gratitude, to be more thankful for what you do have and to not to focus on what you don't have. Focus on what you do have, what is in your control, what is available for you, what you can do, what you can control, as opposed to what you don't have and what you're lacking. And if only I had this, and when I have that, then I'll be happy, then I can do it. There's always somewhere to start, always. And the beginning of something is always very, very small, and it always seems so insignificant. But if you do that little small insignificant thing every single day over and over again, it leads to big results. So you have to be in the present moment. You have to look at what you have. You have to understand how lucky you are, how blessed you are, and live from that place and see the abundance of life and see all the opportunities and possibilities. And when you do that, every day feels like a gift. Everything feels so good and so amazing. And that's the place that you guys have to be from, is not be thankful that you're in each other's lives. Be thankful that you know each other. Be thankful for the opportunities you guys have had to connect. And don't think so much of like, oh, well, because we don't have each other, because we're not in each other's lives, or, because I'm not talking to them every single day, you miss the point of the connection and what the value that it is bringing to your life. Okay. So I think those are all of the messages that are here right now. I hope that was helpful. If it was, please give this video a thumbs up. It really, really helps the channel to grow and to get this message out to other people. And yes, now I will open up for live readings. Okay. If you're a member of my channel and you haven't yet gotten your free monthly reading, you can do that now. Members get priority readings and free readings throughout the month. If you have signed up on the list, I will put the list together and I will go through those readings. If you want to make a donation, donations also get priority. You can make a donation through PayPal or Cash App. Okay, so let me clear the table, reset the energy, go through the list, and I will be right back with you. Okay, so I'm going to start now with live readings. So donations are open, member readings are open. Our first free reading is Madeline, and then we'll move on to private, and then Alex. Hello, hope you're doing well. Um, if you're just tuning in and you'd like to join the list, the link is in the description box. So Madeline, you can post your question. Alex, are you in San Antonio? Thank you. Oh my God, did you experience the crazy flooding that they had? I think that was like last week or so. Oh, good. Okay. When I saw that, I was like, "Oh my god, I hope this kid did not get taken away by some floodwaters." Well, nice to see you here and nice to hear that you are okay. If Madeline is not here, we'll move on to private. Good, good, good to hear. Alex, you can post your question. You asked, how are things going with Anthony the Capricorn and I from his perspective, and where is this connection going? Okay, so what is Anthony's perspective of the connection? Okay, his overall energy towards you is the Hanged Man in reverse. So that's very interesting. Um hmm. Bottom of the deck I have the Tower. Wow. I feel like okay, with the Hangman in reversed, it means like in some way, shape, or form, there needs to be some type of space or distance between the two of you. But he's also afraid of letting go. Um, hmm. He feels like, mm, okay, since meeting you, he has realized a lot about himself. Like you have been a very strong mirror to him. Definitely could be soulmates in some way. And I feel like he's realized a lot about himself, things he needs to work on, things he needs to heal, things he needs to let go. Um, but it's like he's afraid to let go. He doesn't want to let go. He's afraid of what that would mean, like if he would lose you like permanently. Mm. a part of him knows that you guys need space. Like he feels like you guys need space, you need time. You likely share a core wound, and that's what brings you together. That's what makes you feel close to each other. And he's afraid that if he heals that wound, if he addresses it, then he's going to lose you. And he doesn't want to lose you. So he's in this really weird spot where he's like, we probably need space, but he doesn't want to let you go. Like he doesn't want to be not connected to you. So that is, he's in a tough spot. He's in a tough spot. I'd have to go way deeper into the energy. But to answer your second question, where is this going? I have the Magician in reverse. Yikes. Look, I feel like you can be very valuable to each other. Okay. I feel like you guys can be very valuable to each other. Where you're strong, he's weak, and vice versa. There's a lot of value that you can provide to one another. But I feel like ultimately, once you both get what you need, I feel like your paths will separate. Like you're only meant to be in each other's life for a season, right? You have a purpose to serve. And once that purpose is served, once you both get what you need, you will go your own ways. I can see you remaining friends, right? Remaining friendly. It's not like, okay, it has to be like, a bad split, like, oh, F him. It's just more of like, okay, like I see this is where you are and I respect where you are. But this is where I am and I respect where I am. And you're great, but it's just going to be, I think it will just become very obvious that, you're just not on the same path. Hello, Journey. You said, I see. Why do most of my romantic connections tend to be like that? Because you're still learning. You're learning. You're growing. You are still on the you're on the journey, and relationships are the strongest teachers. They're the best teachers for us. We pay attention most to our romantic connections. And so this is how we learn. And it's just like school. You go to first grade, you go to second grade, you go to third grade, you don't stay on the same level until you get to your, college years, right? Where you pick one thing and you go all in and you maybe master it, right? Until you're ready to really commit to one person, commit to one learning what that one person has to give you. And there's enough there to fulfill you for a lifetime, enough growing and learning with that person for a lifetime. That's when you stick with that one person. But sometimes you have to go through multiple connections to eventually figure out, who you want to master in, right? Who you want to commit to for a lifetime. You don't always get that immediately. So, I would just think about it more as you're on the journey. You're just on the journey. You're going through the levels. Um, that's really more of what it is. Hello, Sheldon. Alrighty, so hopefully that was helpful. Yep. So just keep learning, keep growing through every experience. Use every experience as an opportunity to learn more about yourself. And the more you do that, the quicker you'll get to, where you need to be. My pleasure. Thank you. Audrey, you are up. You can go ahead and post your question. Hi, Journey. Thank you so much for your donation. You can post your question. Okay, so you want to know, how is Jay dealing with our separation? What does Journey need to know about Jay? How is Jay dealing with their separation? What's his overall energy towards Journey? How is he feeling? Okay, so his overall energy with the separation is the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so I feel like there's a bit of disappointment here. You know, he thought that things were going to end differently or would progress differently. He had really big plans, um, big dreams, big hopes, big desires here. Um, and so he's having to reconcile with that. He's having to reconcile with the fact that things didn't go the way that he wanted. And he might be someone that likes to get his way. He might be someone who likes to, when he thinks something, he wants it to happen. So it kind of feels like he's dealing with a little bit of disappointment or a bit of a reality check. Um, but having to reconcile with that. So the way that he is thinking about it, wow, Five of Pentacles in reverse. He's not liking it. He's definitely not liking it. He hasn't mentally let it go yet. It's something he's still thinking about. He doesn't like feeling alone, or he doesn't like feeling left, or yeah, he doesn't like the feeling. He really doesn't like the feeling of it. It's like unsettling for him. See how he feels. Hanged Man. Okay. So, I mean, there's likely a good reason why. It's not like it's, he doesn't understand what's happening, or doesn't, understand that maybe this is a good thing. Maybe it is for the best. Um, but it's still hard to let go. Like I said, when you've already kind of made your minds up, or you already thought something was going to pan out a certain way, um, you've kind of already you've already bought into the idea. He bought into the dream. He bought into the fantasy, and now he's having to deal with the reality. So that's what he's trying to reconcile, is the fantasy and the reality. So thank you so much. I got your second donation, love. You can post your question whenever you're ready. Yeah, go ahead. Is he in another relationship? Is he in another relationship? Is he in another relationship? I have the Four of Cups. I also have Six of Cups, Two of Swords, Sun, and Six of Pentacles. Um, no, but he's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. He doesn't want to be alone, okay? That's the thing with him is he doesn't like the feeling of being like single, or he doesn't like the feeling of not having someone around even if it doesn't really have a lot of substance. Um but he doesn't feel 100% at the same time. Like he can't really give anybody any significant type of energy. Um but if this loneliness and if this loneliness gets bad enough, if it keeps persisting, yes, he is going to put himself out there. Not again, not because he's like trying to fall in love and give someone any real type of value. It's much more for him about not feeling alone, having companionship, having someone there. That's more of where it comes from for him. So, nothing that I would be, worried about really. Exactly. Exactly. Mhm. Yeah. So hope that helps you. Journey, thank you so much for your donation, love. You can post your question. You said, could you do a mini on the month of July for me? Of course. Specifically about love or just in general? Love. Okay, perfect. All right, let's start off with an oracle card for you. Let's see what the most important message is for you in July, and then we'll go from there. What is the most important message for journey? Whoa. Okay, the card that came out as soon as I asked that was healing. Old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. And bottom of the deck, I have finances. Okay, so let's get tarot to clarify this. Okay, your card for the month of July is the Queen of Wands. Okay, so July is about coming back into equilibrium, getting back on your throne, putting yourself first again, and radiating the energy that you want to attract to you. Okay. So putting the past behind, letting it be what it is, making peace with it, feeling good about it, and then getting back on the horse again. So the big focus for you in July is just you becoming the person that you want to attract. Okay, so the mindset of the month is Ace of Cups. So yes, love is going to be on the brain. I also have the Knight of Wands, King of Cups, and Ten of Swords that are coming out with that. So we could have a fire sign that features. We could have an Aries, Leo, or Sag. Or this is someone that is more of a player type of energy that's coming in. Maybe someone for fun. It could be someone that you already know potentially, someone that's coming back from the past. It's very possible because we do have a Mercury retrograde in July in the sign of Leo. So you might be having someone from the past come back, a little blast from the past. It seems more fun. Okay, more fun. I have the Wheel of Fortune. So it's someone that's a soulmate. Um, Someone who comes in to maybe remind you of like, okay, like this is why I don't want this, or this is exactly what I'm not going for. So you might get a little reminder of like, okay, this is what I've moved on from. Yes, yes. So be careful of the Mercury retrograde X's. We also do have a King of Cups coming in. So this is a water energy. This is a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. After that energy passes, you could have someone that comes in that's, really nice. Someone who's a really good person, someone who's very caring, and someone that is a little bit more of what you're actually looking for. I also have the Ten of Swords coming through. So that kind of relates back to the healing card of letting go of old patterns in love, letting go of old mindsets in love, and adopting a new mindset so that way you're attracting the right type of people. So I do see love coming in, love coming out. I also have the Queen of Cups here. Yeah, you're very much so attracting. So you're working on yourself. And that is drawing people to you. Okay. You're very, very attractive. You're very, very magnetic this month. And the deeper work you do, the deeper you go in, I feel like the better results you get. Okay. So many cards want to come out for you. I also have the Queen of Pentacles. Oh my God, girl, you are on fire this month. I have 3 queens. So Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. Like you're like fully getting yourself 100% together. And that's coming out with the Page of Cups. So this is another water sign person. So I do feel like there could be another water sign person. This person seems to be a little less serious, whoever this is. Um, but nonetheless, that's another energy. Yes. I feel like a part of this month as well as getting your finances together or really looking at, what you need. Like you could have a um again, like I said, you're really focusing on yourself and you might be identifying, hey, I need this to feel good. And that might cause you to look at your finances and go, okay, what can I change here? How can I bring more money in? How can I have less money going out? What can I invest in? You're really you're thinking about your own future and you're setting yourself up properly. And all of this attention that you're putting on yourself is making you very, very magnetic this month. I also have the Six of Wands in reverse. Interesting. Hmm. I do feel a little bit of dissatisfaction with love as well. Maybe not getting exactly what you're wanting, like feeling disappointed about something that maybe didn't work out. Again, that could be a part of the Mercury retrograde where you're just like, oh man, what happened with that person or why did that not work out? And you might spend a little bit of time pondering on that. There could have been someone that you really wanted things to work out with. But this month, you're understanding why, even though you really like that person, why it just wasn't a match. I feel like whoever that person was, they just didn't have what you really needed. They would have limited you. They would have held you back or not allowed you to shine as brightly as you wanted to. Is Jay coming back around? I have the Nine of Cups coming out for Jay and the Emperor. Hi, Gorgie. Okay, sounds good. With Jay, it feels like things are settled with Jay. Like Jay is it feels like the Jay situation is pretty complete here. With Jay, you both are who you are. He is who he is. You are who you are. You're both content with yourselves. There's not any compromise with that one. And that might be what you're pondering over as well. With Mercury retrograde, the person doesn't actually always have to come back. Sometimes you just start thinking about them. They come to mind or like you dream about them or something. And that might be what you're realizing is like, you know what? I couldn't shine next to him, or, he's just so set in his ways. Something like that. It just feels like you guys just are who you are. And there's no changing it, no fixing it with that one. So let's see what the conclusion is of the month here. Two of Pentacles. Okay. So by the end of the month, I feel like you're a bit more, you feel better. You're in a better place for sure. But it feels like you're juggling. You might be juggling different people. Like I said, I did see different people popping up. There could be different people that you're like, "Oh, what about this one? What about that one?" Trying to, like, weigh the pros and the cons or, um, you know "Should I move forward with this one? Should I not? Should I give this one more attention? Should I not?" You're kind of, like, weighing something out here in regards to love, or is this person worth it? Are they not? Bottom of the deck, ultimately, I have the sorry, yes, the Emperor. So, you are doing what is best for you, full stop, okay? You're not, compromising. You're not lowering your standards, and there could be someone that pops up this month that it's like, "Oh, I like the attention this person gives me, or this person has, good qualities, but I'm not really getting everything that I would like here." And you maybe kind of have this person in the maybe category. So it doesn't feel like, you are leaving the month super certain, but you have prospects and that is good. So looks like an interesting month ahead. Like I said, be aware of the Mercury retrograde. Not a good time to start anything, serious anyways. But nonetheless, should be an interesting journey for you. So good luck. Oh, my pleasure. Thank you so much. Let me know how things go. Gorgie, you can post your question whenever you're ready. Oh, yeah, I mean, I can just pull a couple of cards. Did you want me to pull a few cards for Steve? Okay, cool. All right, so how is Steve currently thinking and feeling about Gorgie? What is his energy towards her? Okay, so I have the Three of Cups that is popping out. Um, okay, so he has really good energy towards you right now. I have the Lovers at the bottom of the deck, so he's thinking quite positively about you. Let's see what he's thinking. I have the Knight of Cups. Okay, so oh, this is so cute. He is like fantasizing about you right now. He's thinking about, things he wants to do with you or places he wants to take you, or I'm getting like an evening he wants to have with you. Like he's like fantasizing about something. I feel like he really wants connection right now, like at this particular moment. Like he wants romance, he wants connection, he wants fun, he wants playfulness, he wants lightheartedness right now. And that could be as an escape from some intensity that he may be feeling, because I do have the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. He might be feeling stressed. He might be feeling like he's wanting to disconnect or detach. And he might feel like you are the remedy. You said, I'm kind of wondering if he is still wavering or if he is focused on working towards planning to choose me. You said, oh, we need quality time. It's little visits at the moment. Yeah, I feel like those little visits are they're really helpful for him. They let a little pressure off, let a little steam off from, you know, because otherwise I feel like he feels quite stressed. Is he planning towards the future? I have the Six of Swords. Yeah. Six of Swords, the card shows two people in a boat going in the same direction. So he definitely sees you as a part of his future. It's a certainly a possibility to him. It's something that he would like to see happen. I also have the Fool at the bottom of the deck. So, when he feels free, when he's ready for that new chapter in his life, yes, he would hope that, this would be a possibility. Oh my God, how crazy he owns about, yes. So yes, he's seeing that this definitely can work in the future. Oh, two boats. Oh my God. Yeah. Well, he sees you in one of those boats. He probably thinks about taking you out on the boat. So yeah, right now he's wanting you for sure. Wanting you, kind of crushing on you. You know, when you have a crush, you're like, "Oh my god, what about this? And if this happened?" That's where he's at right now. Daydreaming about things you'll do, etc. This kind of situation, or even regular dating, makes my nervous system a little crazy, but the situation doesn't even feel that way. It's so odd for me. That's a good thing. I think that's a very, very good thing. I've never experienced this before. I'm 53. Hey, you're still living. You're still living, and age is only a number. You can have love at any age, new experiences at any age. So just lean into it. It's a good thing. This is a good thing. Yes. Yes. You can feel happy tonight knowing that he is thinking about you and in a good place and feeling optimistic. Yeah, just go with that. Just go with 35. You said it feels like true love, honestly, and it's been such a short time. And I'm usually cynical about this kind of situation. Well, I think it's good that this is proving to you, no matter how it turns out, proving to you that true love is possible, it's available, and maybe, in the earlier stages right now, whilst he's working things out on his end, it's giving you an opportunity to, drop your cynicism. So that way you can really, take this all in and experience, that true love again, like you feel before the cynicism sets in. So that could be kind of the blessing in disguise with the time that he has to take right now. It's giving you an opportunity to clear your heart. It's my pleasure. Oh, thank you so much. I genuinely feel like everyone that comes to my channel is my soulmate, and there's something that I have for you. There's a reason why we're attracted to each other, and there's something that I probably have to tell you. Um, it's just a part of my chart. I know I'm meant to give messages. So, yeah, happy that we connected and happy that I'm able to give you the messages that you need to hear. Yes, absolutely. Love is the greatest teacher. That is the whole motto behind my channel. So thank you for opening up to me and trusting me. Aw, thank you. I'm happy that that translates through the internet, the interwaves. Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. I receive that. Thank you so much.